Good morning from New York, guys. What's up? I was trying to do a live feed for a while here, but something's wrong with my Wi-Fi, I believe. So I'm here in New York, and I'm not back home from Washington D.C. from the inauguration, and well, even though I'm not back, everybody's going nuts. Everybody's going crazy. Yesterday I went on CNN in Spanish and in English, and it got pretty awkward because it's really hard to make sense of what they're asking. They're so surprised by the wall. Donald Trump, for a whole year, all throughout his campaign, he talked. He said, I'm going to build a wall. Something simple. And guess what? Yesterday, he signed the executive order to build a wall. What's wrong with that? But I went on CNN against a congressman from Texas, and the guy is just spinning his wheels. He said the wall is not a good idea, the wall this. But I'm thinking to myself, I didn't even respond to him. I gotta watch the video because I don't remember exactly what I said, but Daniel Tovar, no, that money is not better used somewhere else, because a wall, it's a symbol. A wall is an instrument to enforce compliance. We're not going to back down on building a wall. I don't care how much it costs. We need to show the world that there is a wall. In Mexico, I was a farmer, guys, and I'm not going to compare ourselves with animals, but you have to have a wall for everything. Walls are essential. Danielle, it's not what I think if the wall is going to stop drugs, if the wall is going to stop this. It's a symbol. It's a wall. It's there. What the wall is, it's going to stop or it's not going to stop, it's irrelevant. The wall is going to redefine the whole system that the border has right now. They have a system where it generates revenue for unregulated businesses. And it's not necessarily just drugs. Okay, there's other businesses that are not regulated through that because there's no wall. Manufacturing, cheap labor. That wall is just draining the way of us doing business. It's about boundaries. And now Mexico is going nuts over that wall. They're going to pay for it. Yes, they're going to pay for it. You think the politicians are dividing us, Romero? We are one nation under God. You might have a point, Alberto. You might have a point there, being divided. And these are dividing issues, divisive. But Alberto, even if we are divided, let's say we're divided, okay? The issue at hand is that they're building a wall. And I can either go with the majority, with the people who decided that, because Donald Trump wasn't trusted. He's a trusted advisor of us, the people, and we gave him the power to build that wall. And we need to support him because that's what he has decided, because that's what we told him in the campaign trail. We gave him that. Yes, Daniel, look, even if there was more votes for Hillary, we're still the majority because the way the system works, we won with the Electoral College. It's set up in that way. This is no time to define whether the Electoral College is correct or not. Alberto, because it doesn't work. We see nothing. All those ideas you have, they're great ideas. To invest that money in something else. I agree with you. But it has not worked. That's how things were before, and it never worked. We have to try what hasn't been tried before. And a wall has not been tried before, and we're going to do that. Christian, the wall will not only prevent people from coming into the country, but it will prevent people from going out. Guys, it's about boundaries, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about Jose Rijo here. He's a psychologist, I believe. He's a therapist. This is how it works. In my culture in Mexico, and I'm going to talk as Mexicans, okay? We are very, very united. You can say we stick together, but in a way, it's actually not very healthy. Okay? Let me give you an example. In Mexico, it's very normal for somebody to visit you unannounced. You know, one Saturday morning, you can be there watching TV, and all of a sudden, a whole family comes to visit you from out of state. With their whole family, 10, 20 of them. And then they say, "Good morning, Marco, we came to visit you." And then they want to stay there for a whole week in your house. It's very common. Still here, people here in the United States that are Mexican descendant, they still do that. One weekend, without you knowing, they get home and say, "Hey, we came to visit you." Wow. And it's a normal thing. Well, many of you guys know that I married somebody from here that doesn't have those customs. So every time somebody visited me like that, my wife didn't like it. Like, "Hey, why don't they call? Why don't they tell us that they're coming? So that we're ready, we're prepared to receive them. Maybe we have something else to do." Well, the migration thing is kind of being that way too. All these people that are coming here illegally are coming unannounced. Nobody invited them. They're just here with their 10 kids. Hello, we're here to visit you. So it becomes very uncomfortable. Now, I've been here 20-something years, so I learned that that's not cool. So I don't do that anymore. I don't go and visit my friends without saying I'm going to go visit you. And people kind of already know that they can't visit me like that, because I won't open the door. Okay? Because in my culture, we're very imaged. So that third world mentality that I always keep talking about, the wall will help. It will help prevent a lot of ways that Mexico have that are not necessarily bad ways. It's but the way the cultures are sharing each other right now is not healthy. And also, the rest of stuff you guys already know. It's about the drugs and about all that stuff. Exactly, Christian. That principle should apply. That's how it should be, so that we account for resources. We account to being a good host. But for some reason, people have become accustomed to the illegal way. It's like almost, I have family and I have friends that are illegal. I already shared that. But it's like if you tell them, hey, why don't you go and apply or see what it would take for you to be, to legalize yourself. And it's like you offend them, like, oh no, I don't have time, or blah, blah, blah. Or I want to spend the $10,000 that it cost. So it's like being here illegally, it's like the norm now. And we need to turn that ship around, because I think if these people that are eligible that qualify for being citizens that can ask permission to come in the legal way, I think it'll be better for them too.